Welcome to another episode of Damon Speaks. Of course, I am the Commissioner Angela ThomasSmith over on O.N.E Dynasty. I want you to share this broadcast, so please share this in your circle of influence. I tell you, every time I get a chance to come before you guys to share one of my fellow hosts over on O.N.E Dynasty, I tell you, I am super honored. I am humbled and I get excited because we have the best network. I don't care what nobody say. We have the best network and we have some amazing hosts. I tell you, the owner of our network, he's amazing. Our producer, brother O. Oh, oh, I can't say his name. I'm not gonna mess his name up. But I tell you, I get joy every time I get to come on and share one of my fellow hosts. So I want to thank Brother O, and I can never thank him enough. So thank you, Brother O, for all you do for O&E Dynasty, especially Damon Network and Walk in Purpose with Angela. I'm gonna bring my host up because y'all know I'll get to talking. I'm gonna bring my co-host up. She is the host of the E. Davis Show. I'm gonna bring her up. Hello.
Hey, Angela, thank you so much for having me.
Welcome. I want you to share just a little bit about who is E. Davis. Not just the broadcaster E. Davis, the my co-host. I want to know who E. Davis is.
E. Davis is I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm a mother. I am a wife. I'm a sister. Like I'm basically the girl next door. I'm your friend. I'm your buddy. Um, I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. Um, I've been I'm also a writer. I've been writing an author. I've been writing since I was 8 years old, and I've become a published author officially in 2010. But I had to rebranding and marketing, so I took over the E. Davis name in 2014. And since then, I've been focusing on building the E. Davis brand as well as establishing a publishing company called Writer's Block Publishing LLC, where we publish authors for free, independent authors for free. It's the opportunity to get your name and your work out there. And everything's available on Amazon.
You are definitely doing some amazing things. I tell you, I follow you on social media. I follow you on Facebook, outside of you being a host on our network. I want you to share just a little bit why you chose broadcasting.
Well, broadcasting, I think when I decided, when I knew that I was going to be a writer, I guess the concept was the more likely people thought I was going into journalism. Um, but I'm more of a fiction writer. But I honestly believe that it was chosen for me, broadcasting, because I have information to share. I want to help people. I like to help people. So if I have to use broadcasting as a platform to encourage individuals to start their own business, get your name out there, build your own table, um, then that's the platform I want to use because it's an opportunity to help and to encourage. So when Big Brother O reached out, and I'd never been on the mic, you know what I mean? I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? He explained to me the platform, he explained to me the opportunity. It was a win-win. One, it was a win for E. Davis. It was a win for Writers Block. Win-win-win for E. Davis, for Writers Block, and as well um, to help encourage individuals. Because if somebody told me 10 years ago that I'll be right here, I'm like, yeah, okay. I wouldn't believe it. If somebody told me 20 years ago, I'll be right here as a broadcaster, encouraging people to start their own business, encouraging people to take control. I don't want to say take control of their destiny, but really take matters into their own hand and let people know what your value is. I would never believe it. So, yeah, that's why I chose broadcasting.
So you have an opportunity to impact lives and to change lives. Why did you choose the name of your show? Share with those that are tuned in the name of your show and why you chose that name.
Well, Strictly Business with E. Davis was given to me by Big Brother O and even O.N.E. I was an intern, and the requirement was for me to intern for 4 months. And on my second show, my intern, I shared my story about generational wealth. And I believe that the story was that profound that they just said, listen, this is what you're going to be doing. Um, I took over. One of the hosts had passed away some time ago, so the spot was open. So it's an honor to fill that individual's shoes, to step in, to take the baton, to take the mantle. I shared my story about when my mother died, she left my family, my father, my brother, and myself a lump sum of money, a nice piece of change. I remember her talking to me about it a year prior to her death, which was spooky because it was in the same month. Um, and she told me what her plans were, what she wanted for my brother and I to do. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And I believe it didn't work out that way because my family was not taught generational wealth. They weren't taught to teach your children to start a business, teach your children to stack this money, teach your children to have some type of longevity for the future for their children. I was just recently telling my cousin today, an hour ago actually, that unfortunately my parents had to keep up with the Joneses syndrome. We paid bills. You know, bills was always paid on time. I never saw a shut off notice. We ate good. My brother and I were spoiled. We got what we wanted, you know what I mean? But far as to really think of the concept of building your own, having a family business, we was never taught that. We was always taught to have the flashiest things. And it wasn't just show off. That's the thing. We didn't have to show off to our classmates or to our family members. It was just I have it because I can. It was that. But technically you don't have it because when something hits, you know, you gotta borrow from here and do this and that. So we was never taught that. So I shared that story, and my big brother is Big Brother O, and Hooney's like, nah, listen, no, we about to give you this platform. And I just talked to Big Brother O today, and his talks are so motivating. Like his talks is the type of talks where you want to, you know, put on a clean shirt and a fresh face because you got work to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It forces you to level up because of the impact, the impact that you have on somebody's life. And I'm not waking up every morning and saying, who can I help today? I'm waking up every morning and just being a good wife, being a good mother. But at the end of the day, when I lay my head down, I do dwell on what example did I set? Because if I set the example for my daughter, then she's going to execute it to her friend. If I set the example for my husband, he's going to see it and it's going to make him be a better husband. And he's a great guy. I have the best husband in the world. It's just that it's that little. And then if I maintain a proper standard for my friends, so if I get on the phone with my girlfriend, my best girlfriend, and we're talking about this and that. You know how we do. We sit there talk about men, drama, kids. You know, it's the golden girl syndrome. We'll have that cheesecake, that coffee, and we're just doing our thing. But if I maintain that standard, if I know at 5 o'clock I have to get off the phone and go to work, it's that standard. So then now my friend knows, okay, she's not going to interrupt my time and my space and my mental over no nonsense. She will give me that respectfully, give me that time and say, all right, girl, talk to you later. And I go back to work. And that's the thing. It's the impact. And
And
it's
you
encouraged
saying
her.
you really saying some powerful things right now. You're saying some powerful things right now. Because I was just saying this to somebody else earlier today. You know, I told her that she need to get intentional about the things that she wanted done. How can you expect something to come to you if you're not putting in what you need? Like faith without works is dead.
It is. And you know what? And here's the thing: we all get lazy. We all get those moments, um, where you just don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like being productive. That is so natural. So if somebody say I don't feel like that,
But
relax.
how long? But how long though? How long is that supposed to last? How
A
long is
minute,
that supposed to be
a
natural?
minute. You know why? Because you
Because
got work
we'll
to do.
use that forever. We'll use that excuse forever. We'll use that 3 weeks later. We'll go back to that. Oh, I'm not having a good day. Oh, I took them days them days 3 weeks ago. Let me do it again, and then it'll become a cycle. So
Here's
no.
a here's the thing. It's what you want. It's what
Mhm.
you want. So I'll give you the day of E. Davis. So I'm up at like recent events forced me to focus solely on my business as a full time business. Okay, so I never been working for myself full time.
Mhm.
Um, I had a full time job. I worked in the evenings on E. Davis or Writer's Block. I worked on Saturday and Sunday on E. Davis or Writer's Block. But from Sunday to Sunday, E. Davis to Writer's Block. Okay, my husband was beyond supportive. He's like, all right, my brother, both sister-in-laws on both sides of the fence, was everybody in my family was beyond supportive. Okay, so of course now I don't have to get up as early in the morning. I can sleep in a little bit. That sleeping in is causing me to sleep in another hour. So if I'm used to getting up at 5, I'm gonna get up at 6, 7. Then now I'm getting up at 6, 7. Now I'm sleeping until 8, 9. You get up at 8, 9. Okay, and you get to work, but I didn't find this is just a month. I didn't really find myself as productive as I was on a Saturday when I had a full time job because I knew Saturday was my only day to really grind, only full day to grind without any interruption. So plus I like to work out. I'm not a fitness guru. It's just been a whole year that I got into body and fitness with my husband. I done lost some weight. I done got sexy. Got my cheekbones back. So I'm doing my thing. But then I found myself not being consistent in my workout. And all the progress that I made this past year, I said, no, it's only been a year. I've come too far to slip back. So my husband and I were saying, all right, well, we're going to get up, say at 5:30 in the morning, and we're going to start working out, and then we'll go about our day. All right, cool. So yesterday morning we set the alarm clock, and he changed the ringtone. I mean the alarm clock ringtone. So I'm waking up at 5:30, and I hear some Sade. I said, "Oh, I must be dreaming," not thinking that that's the alarm. So I said, "Babe," and once I realized what it was, I said, "Babe, you can't put no Sade on as the alarm because I just go. Sade is soothing. She's not gonna get you up. You know what I mean?" So we slept in till like 9 o'clock. I'm like, oh man, another day. So I gotta grind harder. I lost time. I lost time. I lost time. Also, a lot of people, I'm one of those people that when I wake up, my whole body takes its time to wake up. I have severe allergies. And so I'm waking up for about a half hour. I'm sneezing, hacking, and coughing. It's a mess. That's annoying. And that whole concept is slowing me down. Okay. So I could use that excuse to say I'm having some issues, I can't be productive. No, no, no. So what we did this morning was I told my husband, fix that alarm clock. You know what I mean? We can't have no Sade waking us up. Put that alarm on and let's get up. We got up at 5:30. We started working out at 6, and it's been a productive day. And there were some setbacks this morning. Like I'm getting ready for a big sale next month. The things that I'm ordering coming in is not the size that I need. So I got to reorder stuff. So that's like, oh man. Okay, but nope, you got to keep grinding. You can't allow that to set you back because one, that's life. That's every day. You cannot let little stuff set you back because if you really want this,
Mhm.
if you're really going to push yourself, you have to push yourself. What I do when I get lazy, when I get that lazy minute, I watch Quincy Jones's documentary. I know that documentary. I know the dialogue. That brother had an aneurysm. That's how much work he did from the time he was a kid to the day. If y'all remember 2015, 2016, he was having strokes. He had heart blood clots. He had to slow down. He was 84. And if he's doing it at 84, but we can't do it at 40, 50 years old,
Hmm.
you got to be ashamed of yourself. If you want if you want work, if you want that life, you have to work. We look at these celebrities, we look at whatever, they so pretty and they glamour. We don't see the work, we don't see the ugly, we don't see the grind. Okay, and you have to grind. That means you got to get up, you got to get off the phone, you got to get off social media, you have to go to work, and you set your hours accordingly. And that's it. I mean, either you want it or you don't.
Wow. What does that word life mean to you?
The word life,
Mhm.
existence. My mother died at 41. She died in 1998. I'm officially older than my mother. I'll be 45 in March. And I celebrate every birthday. It's I don't have a big party or anything like that. Friends and family come over, we eat cake, ice cream. I'm a big shrimp fanatic. But I definitely reflect on the opportunity I had to live because she died young. And she lived her mission. It wasn't like she was taken. It was the fact that she had work to do. She did what she was supposed to do. And that's the thing, because today could be my last day. I'm not speaking into existence, but today could be my last day. And I want my daughter, my friends and family to know that I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. It is my job to pour into your spirit that you could do it, that there aren't any excuses. I can't say, oh, I'm in my funk because my mom died. I can't say that because I'm not the only one who lost a parent. So your life is the work that you do, because we're born and then we die and we got that space. What do we do in that space? I can say, I want my tombstone to say my name, the year I was born, and the year that I die. And I want people to know what I did in that space in that short time. I did let, I will say I let 20 years escape me because I was in my first marriage was a bad marriage. I have a child out of that marriage. And then I went through a lot of emotional trauma for about almost another 10 years. So you got almost 10 years of marriage, another 10 years of therapy. I wasted 20 years. I let folks block my creativity. I let folks block my hustle. And now, since what, 2014, I don't have time because I can, like I said, today could be my last day, to the point that it's like, what does she do? What did she do since then? What goals does she accomplish? Who does she reach? And once again, it's not about I want to help motivate that person. I can see if a person is brought to my life, if it's ministry or not. Because if it's not ministry, then they're wasting my time. If they're not here to help me or I can't help them, then it's a waste of time. So life means existing. You have to exist.
You are
Take
amazing.
Did you see the movie Soul, where the little thing had to teach the guy just to
I
appreciate
haven't
it?
seen it. So tell me about it.
Okay, so he almost died. He basically died, and he went to a type of heaven, and he was motivating. It was the point where he had to motivate these little beings before they were born and what their purpose will be. They had to pick out what they wanted to do, and then they got an Earth badge, and then they came to Earth to be born. Well, there was one thing she was like, "I'm good. I don't want to do none of that." And but his goal was to get back to Earth because he was a musician. He had a gig with this big time jazz musician. So, oh, I gotta get back to Earth. And what it was is that she ended up in his body by mistake, and he ended up in a cat. So he had to kind of direct her on how he did things as a human. And she ate pizza for the first time. Now it's just, regular piece of pizza. I mean, we can get a piece of pizza, we're hungry, it ain't nothing. But she would just savor in the bites. And then she saw the change in the fall. And then one of the trees had the little types of leaves that looked like propellers. She marveled at that. You saw her laying on a sewer crate where the wind blew, and she was just in. And again, that's the dirty sewer. We go like, don't touch that. But she was just free. That's life, freedom. And the thing is, if you allow stupid stuff to bog you down from what you're supposed to be doing, you wasted time. I hate a wasted day. My husband knows. If I have plans to do any work, any type of work, and I can't get it done, I'm irritated. I'm beyond irritated because a day I can never get back is gone. I'm I'm mad. Now I'm in my funk and somebody gotta pull me out of my funk. You know what I mean? It's like no,
Big
like I
brother
like
O.
that's it. It's like I like to crochet on the side. That's like another little side hustle. It is also relaxing. And I remember one time all I wanted to do was just I was making a blanket for my daughter. It wasn't mandatory. I wanted to get it done. I had all this yarn. I said, all right, I ain't gonna just let this sit here. I'm gonna work on it. And every time I got settled to go work on it, and my husband said, I need you to hit up Walmart because I gotta do X, Y. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking Walmart, there's two Walmarts by me. They're both within a 20-mile radius. I was in traffic going to the one for 2 hours traffic because of road work. So I'm in this car for 2 hours going to Walmart. Are you for real? Walmart. All right, that's traffic. I should have went to the other one. Okay. I get into Walmart. I get the groceries. I come back. Then my husband's like, I need you to meet me at Home Depot. Where he was working at, I'm assuming it's one by him. No, it was a Home Depot by our house. So I travel another 20 minutes out to the wrong. So I turn back around. And again, I mean, that's life. You know what I mean? Things happen. But by the end of the day, when we got home and settled, it was like 9 o'clock. I said, I didn't get nothing done. He's like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's cool. It's cool because, we had the one car. So it was like, this. But that really irritated me. And it was just to make a blanket because that was the day I set aside because the next day I had other work to do. So think of how, as petty as making a blanket,
Mhm.
think think how if you have work to do, if you're building your business and you say today I'm working on all the administrative, I got to do this, and that takes what 3 hours. Just think, just 3 hours. That's all you have, and you let whatever distract you. When them 3 hours come, and it's it.
It's
And the
gone.
thing is, you're not getting that time back.
Mm-mm.
You will we will never. What time is it right now? It is 5:37.
Mhm.
We will never see 5:36, February 24th, 2021 again.
Never ever.
So what did you do in that minute? Was you fussing about something stupid? Business. This is business. This is business. You got business, whether it's your family or your brand. It's business. I have business to take care. I got to take care of my business. Your household is your business.
I so love you. So I want you to share. Like my next question to you was going to be, what was the inspiration behind your show? You already explained what's the inspiration behind your show. Just sharing with us what life was. So my next question to you, you're definitely good at what you do. As a broadcaster and as a publisher and as a writer. So definitely have to give you your shout outs for that. That's my sister and she's
Right?
my co-host. Um, but I want people to be able to follow you. So outside of being over on O.N.E, how can individuals follow you and reach out to you?
You can always email me at writersblockpub@yahoo.com. The websites is edavisllc.com and writersblockpublishingllc.com. Everything's under the same name on Facebook and Instagram. I kept it very, very universal. So, because I would hate for somebody to go to Instagram and I'm under a different name. It's actually I am underscore E.Davis and then Writer's Block Publishing LLC on Instagram and in Facebook.
I think I may have it.
Hmm.
Let's see. Is this it for writer's block? It's your Facebook.
Yeah. Register
Okay.
Block Publishing LLC.
And this is your personal Facebook.
No, my name is Ebony Dawn. It's one word, and then my last name is Starks.
So that's
That's
not you.
um
Do you have another? You have another page? I'm sorry.
no, I have a page because E Davis is my maiden name.
It's E Davis.
That's the business name, but my personal Facebook page is Ebony Dawn Starks.
Which one would you like for me to share?
You can share I mean more so the writer's block page because that's me as well.
This right
'Cause
here.
right, I'm
Okay.
more because I mean I am, even though I'm the CEO, I'm the author as well. I have 7 books published. I'm getting ready, fingers crossed, to drop book number 8. I've been challenged to drop book number 8 in April. And then we're getting ready to publish another book by another writer
That's my
um
birthday.
next month.
April.
April's a good month.
April 1st is my birthday,
Happy birthday,
and my dad's is the 30th.
April. I'm telling you, April. I joke and say April's my supposed to be birthday because my mother told me I was born in April. I mean, I was due in April, but I was born in March, so I celebrate my due date.
Wow. I was supposed to be born in March, but I was late, so I came April 1st.
See, it reversed.
So yeah, I'll actually be 46 this year.
Okay, you got me by a week and a year.
Oh,
Wow.
but you're still an Aries, right?
Yes, honey. Yes. Listen, I don't quote unquote live by my zodiac,
Me
but
either.
I'm definitely true to it because I'm a born leader. I'm creative. My temper, um, it takes a minute for me to calm down. Once I reach that level, it takes me a minute to calm down. It's that fire. Um, I like fire. I'm a fire person. So I don't know, like I don't know if I was a pyromaniac in my former life, but something about that blaze, it just makes me feel like makes me feel raw. Like get it, it's purifying as well as
Right.
destructive. You know what I mean? So, um, and then I always joke and say my rising sign is Gemini because my
Wow.
brother is a Gemini, and I joke and say I don't call him. I let him call me because you don't know what mood you're going to get. But I could be a little bit stubborn. So, and Aries is very stubborn, and I do sometimes dive head first before I really think about like, oh, okay, because I'm ready to move forward. Like you just can't. I can't be idle. You can sleep when you're dead.
Mhm.
There's too much work to do.
Yeah. That's why I'm at this season. Well, I thank you. I want to ask you one more question.
Uh-huh.
Because you're really good at what you do. So 5 years from now, where do you see yourself in broadcasting and with O.N.E?
Broadcasting 5 years from now, I definitely see myself definitely still part of the O&E family because I feel so embraced by the O.N.E family. I definitely feel the love from Sister Bessie, from Jerry Petito to Hooney, Big Brother O, it as well as yourself. I feel like it's like you guys welcomed me into this family. Um, I would definitely like to be still part of the family, doing more for Strictly Business and encouraging more people, like broadcasting further out. I mean, I know we all way out in logos, but it's like, okay, let's really tackle. You know what I mean? Like if I gotta be on the front line, then put me on the front line and let's go ride this out. You know what I mean? If we doing locations, call me and I'm there just to encourage one. And you know what I mean? And then it feels like a major entourage, like almost like that. I don't want to say mafia. I don't, but it's like that power. There's
Mhm.
power behind O.N.E because it's saving lives. People don't really understand because when Big Brother was talking to me today, his talk made me level up. I sat up as we talked. And I was brainstorming more on what I can do as a businesswoman and for O&E. So I want to just do anything I can do more next 5 years. If the platform is higher, put me on that platform. If there's another show that O is like, I need you. I know you doing this one. I need you to hit this one. I'm in.
Right. Right. Wow. So how can they follow you on O&E Dynasty? And are you a part of Beverly Nation or D.A.M.O.N Network?
I believe I'm part of the Beverly Nation, if I'm not mistaken. I'm every 4 weeks. Strictly Business with E. Davis.
Every 4 weeks on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday?
My show, ironically, is falling on a Thursday.
It comes on Thursdays. Because I'm on every 4 weeks on Wednesdays, but I think I'm on the week before you.
Okay. Yeah, ironically, because I remember we had a Thanksgiving show and Big Brother O was like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Thanksgiving, man. Listen, I'm a Rocky buff. I'm a Rocky fan. So as long as I get my Rocky in, I can do the show, you know." And that I woke up early in the morning, had my Rocky shirt, had my DVDs. By the time Creed 2 was over, I was ready to go on the show. So thanks. That stuff don't. I mean, I'm holidays. I celebrate them, but I don't live by them. So if I gotta go to work, like I said, if I gotta go to work, I gotta go to work.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah,
If I gotta do an interview, I gotta do an interview. If I got to
that's
be
what I
on an
mean.
interview, I gotta be on an interview. If I got to show up for a show, I gotta show up for a show. Hey, I
Yeah, I
gotta do
mean,
what
we
I
all
gotta
know what
do.
turkey tastes like. That means we just gotta get that bird in the oven a couple hours earlier. You know what I mean?
I can't stop. I got stuff to do. Like you say, I can't sit down. When it's time for me to rest, when you land me in that box, that's when I rest.
And
Or
that's the thing.
whenever
I
you
want to be cremated. I'll
cremate,
rest,
or
but I'm
whenever
asking.
you cremate me or whatever they want to do. It's gonna be
Mhm.
whatever they do. 'Cause I can't tell them what to do. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna give them that choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them that will because I'm not here. So I'm gonna give them that choice. I want them to have that power. You
Nah,
know,
I know my family. It'll be all parade. We ain't got
Well,
time.
I only got two of them. It's only two, my sister and my brother. That's it. My Lord bless their souls. My mom and my dad are going on the glory. So
Yeah.
hey, it just
Nah, I know.
my
I
sister
know
and
my
my
family.
brother.
I know them. They'll have a whole. Nah.
Everybody else, it is what it is. It ain't. They have no say. Them the only two that has a say. And either they gonna put me in the box or they gonna do what I asked them to do, and I told them to cremate me. So they only got two choices. So one of them gonna
I
be
hear you.
done. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Can't live forever. Can't live forever. So one thing I want you to do before we leave, I always ask everybody to share something that will inspire our listeners to get them to tune in so that they will follow you. I want them to come over and check out O&E.
When I'm inspired, know that hopefully. Okay, so what will inspire? Know that the shows will be positive and it's going to help you. Whether it's a topic that you're into, it's going to help you. I'm going to spark some motivation in you. I'm a plant. I'm a plant that seed.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you. Like always, I definitely would support your show because you are amazing. I love what you're doing. I hope the listeners will tune in and follow you. And I hope they will follow you across social media. I pray that you have a wonderful day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Damon Speaks. Of course, I am Angela Thomas Smith. I am the commissioner. I am also the host of Walk in Purpose. Like always, I thank you guys for tuning in. If you was blessed tonight, please share this across your circle of influence. I tell you, she's amazing. She has some amazing information. You can follow her on Facebook. She is E. Davis. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in.